Мой бог тебя покарает. Ты еще добавляешь бед.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. For this deep dive, well, we're going to be looking into a pretty wild hypothetical fight.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking Wong Fei-hung versus Rickson Gracie.
Ooh, a classic.
So, I mean, you know, Wong Fei-hung,
Yeah.
legendary Hung Gar master. If you've seen the movie Last Hero in China, you know this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And then Rickson Gracie, the undefeated champion of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. The stylistic clash here is going to be really fun to break down.
It is.
Like, how would striking fare against grappling?
I mean, it's almost like a superhero battle.
Totally.
Like you've got Wong Fei-hung, right? With his speed, agility, his strikes, kicks, like pressure point techniques. And I mean, the sources even say he's got iron body conditioning.
Oh, yeah. And that iron body conditioning is something that's really important to understand about Hung Gar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's, it's where they basically train their bodies to be so strong, muscles and bones, that they can withstand incredible amounts of, like, striking force.
Wow.
You know, almost like turning their bodies into a human shield, able to withstand blows that would just cripple an ordinary person.
So does that make Wong Fei-hung basically like invincible then?
Invincible? Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
But, you know, incredibly tough for sure.
Okay, yeah.
It's just, you know, iron body conditioning might work against external strikes.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily make you immune to joint manipulation or leverage.
Okay.
Which is kind of like the bread and butter of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
Ah, that's right. Rickson Gracie.
Yeah.
I mean, like his name is pretty much synonymous with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at this point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And, you know, his specialty is taking down opponents and controlling them on the ground. Submissions, escapes.
Oh, yeah. He's legendary for a reason.
Yeah. Sound pretty unstoppable, to be honest.
Well, you know, it's all about leverage
Okay.
and joint locks. It's almost like using your opponent's strength against them, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're trapped in a hold. The more you struggle, the worse it gets.
Gotcha.
It's really about control more than brute force.
So if Gracie got Wong Fei-hung to the ground, is it pretty much over then?
It would definitely put Wong Fei-hung at a disadvantage. Let's put it that way.
Right.
His strengths are really in those lightning fast strikes and agility.
Right.
Which on the ground, not as useful.
Yeah.
But then again, Wong Fei-hung's supposed to be incredibly adaptable and a very, very cunning fighter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the sources make him out to be
Yeah.
like almost as this genius fighter who can overcome anything.
Yeah. So he might have a few tricks up his sleeve.
True. But, I mean, even to get a chance to use those tricks,
Yeah.
he would still have to, you know, avoid Gracie's takedowns.
Right. He'd have to avoid getting taken down in the first place.
Which, I mean, how do you even stop that?
Yeah.
Like, Gracie's like a master of closing the distance.
Yeah.
And getting people on the ground.
Yeah, it's going to be a really, really hard challenge for him
Right.
to evade that and then utilize his own strengths.
And I mean, it sounds like the sources are kind of, you know, predicting Gracie to win
Yeah.
by submission, too.
That's a pretty bold prediction,
It is.
considering Wong Fei-hung's, you know,
Yeah.
his reputation.
And legendary status.
Exactly.
But I guess it really speaks to, you know, how effective Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is.
It does, yeah. It shows you that sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
the more adaptable, more strategic fighter can overcome, you know, even someone who might seem initially more powerful.
Yeah. That makes me wonder, though. Would Wong Fei-hung, being known for being adaptable,
Yeah.
would he try to, like, incorporate some techniques to counter Gracie's ground game?
Maybe he would. You know, I
Or would he go all in on just, like, keeping it at a distance
Right.
using his striking there?
I mean, it's really hard to say.
Yes.
It highlights how important mental fortitude is in martial arts. You know, even the most skilled fighter has to be able to think on their feet, adjust to their opponent. So it's not just about physical abilities, it's about thinking clearly under pressure
Right.
and being prepared for anything.
Yeah, like a chess match, almost.
Yeah.
Well, this was a really interesting one to deep dive into.
Yeah, it really was. Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
And we'll see you all next time
See you later.
for another deep dive.
Bye.